Hello guys, 541 days over. NATO Secretary General Stoltenberg has said NATO has ongoing internal discussions about how to end Ukrainian conflict and way towards peace. This is important. However, on the other hand, he has opined that they are ready for nuclear war to destroy Russian Federation. NATO-backed Atlantic Council says US and allies must be prepared to fight a limited nuclear war on two fronts in East Asia. Second front, he must be mentioning about North Korea and China. Coming to war zone in north, the Russian army momentum continues towards Kupyansk front. Even though the Ukrainians tried 5 counterattacks but failed to stop the Russian military's advancement. The Russian army advanced towards Sinkivka, Olshana and southwest of Olsana. And as per Ryber, Russian army is trying to surround Sinkivka in a semicircle and implying that Ukrainians still hold this particular village. However, Ryber clarifies that Ukrainians hold only southwest outskirts of this village and rest is grey zone. On Svatovo-Crimea line, the Russians are continuing their offensive, though Ukrainians too are continuing their offensive, though in limited sense. And Russians have managed some minor gains on some pockets. Coming to south, on Rabatino front, the Ukrainians carried out offensive with tanks and strikers but withdrew. Severe fight is on the northeastern outskirts of Rabatino. No changes towards Pyatikhatiki, but the fight is on towards Rabatino-Verbov site where Ukrainians carried out attacks but without any success. Here Ukrainians shot down Russian Ka-52 Alligator fighter helicopter. The pilot survived but the other one, the navigator, died. There are reports that another such helicopter was shot down towards Bakhmut, but there is no confirmation on this. On Remikov salient, the Ukrainians are continuing attack towards south of Urozhain, that is towards Zavitne, Bazania, and towards northeast of Priutne near the forest belt. Attack on Staromlinivka is expected. Nothing special reported from Kherson or Dnieper river banks. In eastern Ukraine, on Bakhmut front, the activities are quite low. Towards Soledar, the Ukrainians carried out attack towards Zaliznyansky direction but did not succeed. Maximum activities are seen on southern flank of Bakhmut, where situation is quite volatile, and in very near future, the Ukrainians seems to be planning to carry out some bigger offensive. Otherwise, in rest of the sectors in east, starting from Ugledar, Marinka up to Avdivka, there is nothing special to report. Interdiction missions are on. The Ukrainian UAVs reached but were shot in Belgorod and also over Moscow region early morning today. They shelled Bryansk region. Ukrainians tried with unmanned sea boat to attack Russian ship in Black Sea, which is approximately 230 kilometers southwest of Svetopol. Some other informations. Army 2023 International Military Technical Forum has started today and will continue for next 3 days in Russia. In this forum, Night Hunter and Alligator, that is Mi-28 NM and Ka-52M, were presented. Both have improved sighting and navigation system with more type of weapons carrying ability. Ka-52M has new night sighting and better target detection range. These fighter helicopters, especially Ka-52, have special role in close interdiction missions against Ukrainian forces. Side effects of war seems to be quite high on German economy. 50,600 German companies have gone bankrupt during first half of this year, which is more than 12% what was seen in last year. Of course, due coronavirus pandemic as well, and now due energy crisis and other restrictions on trade with the Russians. There is a disturbing trend. I am talking about wildfire. Recently in Canada and in US, earlier in Brazil, in many parts of European countries and rest of the world. Many of them being smaller compared to the big ones are not reported like in India and other Asian countries. And this is a really disturbing trend as far as global climate is concerned. So this brings an end to my talk, but I will like to remark that we, the citizens of the world, especially the working population and our children and our future, must watch what is happening to the environment we live in, the climate, our pauperization, our superstition and ignorance, rising lack of education, health services, lack of employment, and in short, the way we live, it is not human at all. We are living worse than parasitic animals, worse than worms. In fact, out of 7 billion population on the earth, only 2 to 5% live like humans, but that too on others' hard work. Yes, and that's the end. Thank you, friends.